then compare it to your data. Are the numbers going to be exactly the same? No. Probably not, because we didn't give you very specific places to put the photo gates. Okay? But your data should have the same trend. Okay? So go ahead and take a look. Compare your data with my data. Alright. Pretty similar to your data?
Yeah.
Pretty close? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and take a look at the numbers and in relationship to where they are on the roller coaster. Okay? I want us to go ahead and analyze this data and find 3 trends. Now, I could make you go through a whole bunch of mathematical manipulations for this. We're not going to do that. We're going to think kind of common sense wise. Alright? So, I need 3 trends that you recognize in the data. Raise your hand if you think you have one of them. 3 trends in your data. Okay. What do you notice? Compare the numbers to the locations. Max?
The highest positions, 1 and 5, the numbers are the lowest.
Ah, good. Yes. So if we take a look at number 1 and number 5, those 2 are the highest locations on the roller coaster. And what do you notice about their speeds? 1 and 5, they are the 2 lowest. Good. Good job, Max. All right. Another trend. CJ?
The lower ones, 3 and 7 have the
Good. Good. So if I take a look at 3 and 7, those 2 locations are the lowest on the track, but they also have the highest speeds. I need one more trend. I need one more trend. Come on, guys, one more. This one's not as obvious. What do you think? What's a third one? Fatima?
The last one, number 7, is like the highest, the fastest.
Good, yeah, we didn't name that, did we? How many of you yesterday chose 7 as the fastest place on the roller coaster?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, 7 is the fastest. That's good. One more trend. A trend means it happens a couple of times. Another trend. What do you think? Jackson?
The ones that are in the middle, like 2, 4, and 6, all have relatively the same speeds.
Really good, yeah. They are all what?
On the
Same height. And they have relatively the same speeds, 147, 143, 138. Let's go back to our question. What question are we trying to answer with the lab?
Power, speed, and height.
Our
related.
speed and height.
Yep, how are speed and height related? So I look at those 3 trends, what can I hypothesize?
That the higher you are,
The higher I start,
the faster.
the faster you can get, right? Okay, how many of you chose number 6 yesterday, or number 2? Number 6 or
Jacob,
number 2?
raise your hand.
Jacob.
Oh my God!
Wait,
you crossed it
Jacob,
out.
sit down.
You cheat.
Reed,
I didn't cross it out.
Reed, are you helping us get further in the lesson by doing that? Okay, so you need to control yourself.
Didn't pay.
Max, why did you choose 6 or 2?
6.
6, why?
Well, I thought since it was like going downhill and it had like all this speed with like the other loop right there.
So that speed would kind of add on.
Yeah.
Okay. Joseph?
We see at 7. I said 6, but I thought at 7 since it looks like kind of straight right there, but that it would slow it down.
Okay, and that's also, and a lot of people didn't pick 7 because what happens at the end of a roller coaster? You do what? Stop. So people probably had in the back of their mind it's slowing down. Okay. Some people said, well, 6 looks like it's steeper, so it must be going faster. Okay. Right. Here's the thing, guys. This is one of the most misunderstood physics concepts. How do you get speed from height? By giving it potential energy. How do you give something potential energy? You give it height. Okay? I'm going to show you a picture of something. Let's pretend this is a roller coaster here. So let's say this is roller coaster 1 and roller coaster 2. Okay? If I drop the roller coasters at the same space and at the same spot and let them go, which one's going to be faster when it hits the bottom?
One.
Chris.
None.
Good. Why?
They're both the same height.
Ah, yes, thank you, Chris. Number 1 and number 2 were both, I'm not getting eye contact from everybody here. Number 1 and number 2 were both dropped from the same height. How do you, and I'm going to throw a formula out, you don't have to memorize this formula, but potential energy equals mass times gravity times height. The more height you give something, the more potential you give it. The more potential it has, the more kinetic it has when it gets moving.
So
Does
the
that
more
make
mass,
sense?
the more potential too.
Yes. Okay, now, if you had to choose which roller coaster to ride, which one would it be? 1 or 2?
2.
2. Why?
It's more thrills because it's steeper.
More thrills, it's steeper, and Matthew said the word, it has a greater acceleration. Who would win, time-wise? Who would win?
2.
2 would win. 2 would reach the bottom first. Okay? Number 1 would take longer. They would both end at the same speed, but this one would be a much shorter ride. What's acceleration? What's my formula for acceleration?
A equals
MV.
Velocity over
Mass.
Force.
Time. Distance. Place.
mass.
what is acceleration?
V2
Speed
minus
light.
V1
Velocity.
over time.
Time. Acceleration is velocity over time. The time takes a lot less, so the acceleration is going to be taller. And guys, this is really a misconception for most of the population. If you go home and ask mom or dad this, what do you? If you say which one's gonna be the fastest, what do you think they're gonna say?
2.
2, because it's the steepest. Okay, but the speed does not have anything to do with the slope. It has to do with the height. So in a traditional roller coaster, how do you get it to go fast?
Height.
Height. Okay? And on a traditional roller coaster, can you have a second hill that's taller than the first hill?
No.
Yes.
Not unless
You have to change.
you have to add more kinetic energy. You have to add more kinetic energy to get that to happen. So that's why in a traditional roller coaster, the first hill is always going to be the tallest. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Performance quiz tomorrow?
Yeah. Is that a choice?
Wait, is this
that-
a
is
vote?
that-
Are you playing this up to vote?
It's an exam though.
No, yeah, we did exam.
Yes, we can't
Don't
study.
you understand this concept?
Yeah, but I want to review.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Giant.
Yeah. I'll take it down.
So you can't answer one question in class tomorrow.
No, we can do it.
Here's a clue, guys. In class tomorrow, we're going to be learning.
What?
Okay?
What?
What?
don't like
School's
learning.
over.
Yeah, school's over.
I
I had school 3 days earlier. I got a theory about it.
That actually actually makes me want to give you a big, huge test next Wednesday.
Ha, yeah, that's not happening.
I'll be here last Wednesday. There's no
Classic
time to
mix
make
up.
it up.
Clean out day
Classic.
Yeah, the whole day is soccer
We
clean out
already
day.
threw out.
I haven't got
Yeah, why
Alright,
do we
we
clean
make
out
it
our
on.
hockey?
Yeah.